But you know what I want to do from this point? I want to swing to the Jay-Z. If you got that
Yeah,
one, I want to talk about that. I think that's a great segue into
yeah.
the very next thing. Like you just said, I want you to repeat that after you get done.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because
Jay-Z files for dismissal or disclosure of 13-year-old's identity in rape lawsuit tied to Diddy. Sean Jay-Z Carter fired back in court filings Monday after he and Sean Diddy Combs were accused of raping a 13-year-old girl at an after party following the 2000 Video Music Awards. According to an amended civil lawsuit filed Sunday, Carter filed a motion Monday to deny the plaintiff's request to remain anonymous, calling for either her identity to be disclosed or the suit to be dismissed. In the motion, he also accused Texas attorney Tony Busby of conducting an extortion campaign against him. Mr. Carter deserves to know the identity of the person who is effectively accusing him in a sensationalized, publicly hunting fashion of criminal conduct, demanding massive financial compensation and tarnishing a reputation earned over decades, the motion states. In a statement posted on Rock Nation's X account on Sunday, Jay-Z denied the allegations made against him in the Sunday following. Jay-Z was added to the lawsuit, first reported by NBC, that was originally filed in October as one of several anonymous complaints by Busby. So one thing on it, they're saying Busby is a extortion artist,
yep, I believe
and
it.
Jay Z has a right. Look, and in the I don't believe you. I'm done with that. They say believe all victims. I believe a lot of victims, but if you this happened to you in the year 2000 and it's 24 years, no, we're not doing that no more. Everyone fell for that mess with the Bill Cosby stuff, and all them cases fell through. Where's your evidence? You're only suing for money. You could have got him during the Me Too movement. I don't believe you.
I'm gonna say this with the Bill Cosby thing. I think he had a deposition where some of the stuff he did admit to doing.
No, he and Bill Cosby. They said, Bill Cosby, did you give women drugs to have sex with him? He said, yes, yes, I did. Did he admit to drugging them? No. And all the women said, no, I willingly took the drugs. I just didn't know how strong it was.
Okay, well, let me say this though. On for the next thing though, when it comes to Puffy, Sean Diddy Combs, do I believe that he was raping women? I don't know because I don't have any evidence of that. But my personal belief, no. Do I think he was flying women into his parties? Yeah. Do I think he might have paid some women to fly into his parties? Yeah. Do I see a problem with any of that? No. Do I believe those people were taking drugs? Yeah. Do I think he was forcing them to take drugs? No. I think they took drugs
And check
on
this
their
out.
own.
If Foxy Brown ain't never came out and said her and Jay Z were sleeping together back when she was a minor, then it ain't true. Okay? Because the only person who would have the dirt on Jay Z like that would be Foxy Brown. They've been trying to, they always keep popping Jay Z's name out there every time a black man, now get Jay Z, now get Jay Z. And this is a fraudulent lawsuit. Fraudulent as hell. You
Like I
wait
said,
20, 24, 25 years to file a
look
lawsuit.
look who won. I'm trying to tell you, you got to there'll probably be an article somewhere about
They settle out of court
Diageo.
all the time.
What I'm saying, there'll probably be an article somewhere about Diageo and Jay-Z. Here, it's a spirits company. It's basically like
Yeah.
a liquor distributor. You know what I mean? Like an alcohol distributor. You know what I mean? And Jay-Z sued these guys um for like basically not putting his brands in different stores. What they were doing, they take Jay Z's brands like his Duce or his Ace of Spades. They only put them in urban markets versus putting them in all markets. That's what his agreement was. And so when he found that out, he's losing money. If my stuff's only going in inner city Chicago, but it's not going in the greater Cook. I think that's maybe Cook. I'm not sure. Whatever that county is out there, it's not going to greater areas in the smaller cities. I'm losing money. So I think he ends up winning like either 1.3 or $3 billion. Sorry, excuse me. In a lawsuit against these guys. And who else is signed to this same exact distribution company?
Jay Z.
No, Puffy is signed to it as well. So he's like, man, if he won, they did the same thing to me. And so that's when all his lawsuits, all the stuff with Cassie fell out the sky. You know what I mean? The video came out. Then all of a
I
sudden
could
you're
tell
seeing
you
all the
for
lawsuits
a
happening.
fact, Puffy probably has more dirt on him just for being who he is than Jay Z. Jay Z was
Mhm.
like, "Look, oh, you think you want to play with me? We ain't gonna do this. I got money. My wife got money. You ain't gonna assault me. You ain't gonna put these stories up on my kids." He said, "Yo, what's your name, accuser? Prove yourself." You know what I'm saying? And they saying anything with that lawyer on there, he's a shakedown artist anyways. So you're not gonna Jay Z ain't gonna have that. He ain't gonna do it like Russell Simmons where he gonna take off. Jay Z's gonna countersue. 50 Cent said it best. He's like, I don't have managers. He's like, I have lawyers. He's like, I know how to do any deal I need. I just need lawyers. He's like, I spend millions of dollars on lawyers. And so does Jay-Z. You don't get to have that much kind of money like Jay-Z and live your life without having somebody try to come at you. And I hope Jay-Z sues the pants off of her. I hope he sues the pants off the lawyers. And I hope he sues the pants off anybody that wrote an article bad about him. All of them. All of them. I'm over this. I'm over this 20-year. Look, we had the Me Too movement. All right. Everyone fell for your 20-year allegations, 30-year allegations. Some of that shit was real. But you had your time to take down people. You can't wait till 2024 and be like, oh, Jay-Z did this to me. Nah, bitch. You should have brought it up during the Me Too movement. I don't, nah, bro. I mean, I know real victims. A lot of 80% of the women I meet are sexual assault victims. It's a hard reality people need to face. And so when
yeah,
people put up these fraudulent claims, it makes it bad for everyone. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And then you're going to wait. First, she was 13. Hey, wait, I've heard more from Jay-Z's supposed kid than this woman.
You got to think about this right here. At the same time, what they're doing is they're making it so that they can put their name as anonymous. You know, that's why they use the whole underage thing. But you're no longer underage. You were underage at your time, but it makes it so that you don't have to say who this person is. All they can do is make an allegation. Allegations are harder on your name. Look what it did. Look what an allegation did to Diddy. First, it started out with allegations. Then all of a sudden, now he's wrapped up in, you know what I mean, embroiled in this, has probably over 1,000 lawsuits or whatever it is against him
No,
right
you know
now.
what? You know what wrong?
They've crushed his name. They've taken
Yeah.
down his liquor brands with Diageo because part of his deals were made off of his branding, off his likeness, his likeness being able to be sellable and relatable. Now that they've crushed that as well, they've cut off his income that he brings in. He still has all of his bills. What do you think they're trying to do to him? They're trying to break him. Just like they can try to break Jay. I mean, look at Jay-Z's empire he's building. He'll probably be in a position to be able to buy a sports franchise, NFL franchise. You know what I mean? Basically going damn near on his own and get a complete ownership stake in one. But this is the kind of stuff they're doing to our people. I'm not going to be a part of it. I refuse to be a part of it. You know what I mean? And I want people to start looking through what's really happening here. I'm not saying people
What makes
aren't
it
doing
worse is that our
anything.
own people are so quick to jump onto the bandwagon and do it
They know
ourselves.
that, and they
They
know
know,
that.
yeah, they know it. It's easy.
They
Look at how they
use it.
did Diddy. They called him. It was like no Diddy, the diddler. Da 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 da. You know what
We
I'm saying?
couldn't wait.
Diddy's
We
probably going to
couldn't
beat all
wait.
those cases
We
because
couldn't wait.
yeah, Diddy got good money. He got good money. He got good lawyers. He's been dealing with for years. Unless they have hard evidence. Look at how they did Lil Durk. They're like, we ain't even got evidence on Lil Durk. It's just his music.
Let me
Get the
let me
get the
let me
hell out of here.
let me read this to you real quick.
Yeah.
Jay-Z's lawyer alleges a woman contacted his offices to allege that the Busby law firm dropped her as a client for refusing to make false allegations about being drugged and physically assaulted. In a new letter, Jay-Z's lawyer alleges that an anonymous woman contacted his office to detail the negative experience she had during her time as a client with the Busby law firm. As we previously reported, the Busby law firm is currently representing hundreds of alleged victims who have filed lawsuits against Diddy and most recently Jay-Z. In the letter obtained by Megan Cuniff, Jigga's lawyer claims that the woman had previously reached out to the Busby law firm regarding a sex trafficking and abuse case unrelated to Mr. Combs or Mr. Carter. The letter goes on to state that the representatives of the Busby firm allegedly encouraged the woman to connect the case to Diddy and allegedly encouraged her to pursue her case anonymously, even though she had no interest in doing so. Jay's lawyers alleges that the woman felt that members of the Busby team were pressing her to make false allegations of being drugged, held down, and physically assaulted. When she refused to do so, the firm allegedly dropped her as a client.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, look, a lot of people say, if it's coming from Busby, it's a whole bunch of fake shit. He's an extortion artist. That's what I'm
You
saying.
know,
Diddy ain't about to go down for none of this stuff.
you
They got
know,
him locked up.
you know who he probably got this information from? Just for I'm gonna say, and it's gonna sound crazy. They probably got it from Diddy because Diddy's been doing his research on this guy too. Like, who is this guy?
Yeah,
Diddy's smart too, but he's just behind the
behind
bars
bars,
right
he
now. You
can't. Yeah, if
know what
he
I'm
was
saying?
free, he'd be all right.
But now basically they've now connected this man to him. So now he doesn't have to be the person who they're acting like he's wrong for trying to fight his case from behind bars. He's
And
his
they're saying it's
smartest
wrong for anyone to
lawyer.
defend him. That's what you defend your friend. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Nicki Minaj defended her brother until the evidence came out. Then she walked out of court. It's what you're supposed to do. You defend your friends until evidence shows you otherwise that you shouldn't defend them. And no one should be shamed for that. No one should be shamed if they're happy that a CEO got murdered because some guy was mad because his grandparents couldn't get care. You know what I'm saying? Support who you want to support. It's about to be 2025. Donald Trump's president again. We ain't doing this no more.
I'm
Show
just
some
trying to say,
balls.
bro. I'm like this. At the end of the day, when I look at this right there, it like it screams the fact that I think that right now this dude's been basically pushed. The Busby firm has been pushed to get rid of these two by somebody. There needs to be investigations done on these things. I think that's what they're trying to turn. They've turned us so far against Diddy already, and really, all Diddy's doing is defending himself the same way they defend themselves.
The
I've
reason
never
black folks
seen
don't
anyone
like
say.
Diddy is
Let,
because they couldn't make them making the band. That's all it
and
is. A
let me
lot of
just say,
black people that hate on each other, bro, they hate on each other's success is because they had a family member or they tried to be entertainers. It didn't work, so you turn into a hater. Just keep it 1,000.
the biggest thing though is that, when you focus in on what's really happening here, you kind of have to look at it from that perspective. I mean, everything that he's doing, they're like, oh, he's allegedly using his family to try and make create sympathy for himself by having them send him a Christmas or birthday shout out.
Yo,
Does
update
that
though. Update. Wait, my bad. My bad. Check this out. McDonald's worker might not get the $50,000 reward because he called 911 and not the tip number.
not, well, I mean, that's something that it is what it
Well,
is.
better learn to fix that ice cream machine, sucker.
He'll get it though. They'll probably break him off the bread anyway. It
Yeah.
goes. I mean, hopefully he did what he was supposed to do. I mean,
Yeah. And then
the
one